Hey, North Stars, week 4, remote learning. I'm back, and we're getting through this. I don't know how well, but I've got my rough days, I've got my good days. I don't know. Would have thought we'd all miss school this much. Who knows? We'll keep going. Week 4, changed up a couple things. So, first things first, right here, week 4, you're going to see, once we click on that, we're going to have an optional, totally optional. If you want to come by, come on by today, 1 o'clock. I will put all the information for Google Meet. We are not allowed to use Zoom anymore with students. So right here, we're going to have Google Meet. I will put the links and everything in there closer to 1 o'clock. So once you decide if you want to go, if you want to come by just before 1, click on that link right here, and all the information will be inside. Informal, pretty much going to be a wellness check. I just want to touch base with everybody, see how everybody's doing, the good, bad, and the indifferent. So the information will be right in here for you. So I've also been talking to the wellness teachers about trying to be efficient. You know, that's my thing. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Get you what you need to know in a way that you can learn it on your own pace at your own time without going back and forth. So it's going to look a little bit different this week. We've got our calendar. If you click on this link right here, it's going to put you right out to the calendar. Looks like this, 4/27 through 5/1. Friday is May 1st. That's pretty awesome as far as going through time, but that means we've been in lockdown for quite a while now. So it says 1:30 to 2:30 here. I will change that. It's going to be 1 o'clock. We will meet. So if you want to come in, say hi, tell me I'm still an idiot, whatever it is. I am here for that today at 1 o'clock. Once we hit the calendar, this is how we've broken it all down. We've got your note chart. This note chart is going to last for the entire week. So you're going to use this each day. We've broken down contraception to multiple different concepts and categories. So you're going to use this all week, this exact same form. So you only need one note sheet for this week. If you want to take notes, I recommend it because when we get to the last part, we are going to have some work to do and your note sheet will help you. So on day 1, Monday, we're going to have you go through some different contraceptions, barrier methods of contraception. I'm not going to read all these slides to you because that's not the way I'm going to do Screencastify. Go through it on your own. Take a click. As you can see, we all share these. That's Miss Mahalik right there. Looks pretty much the same like all the other stuff I use that she creates, but go through this and take notes on this optional note sheet. That's going to be today. Take notes on the contraception. Day 2, similar. We're just using different contraceptions each day. So normally we would go through all these in 1, maybe 2 days, but now we're going to spread it out because of the way we're doing this remotely. Hormonal methods. All right, who does it affect? Same sheet. You're going to write hormonal methods here. You're going to define it, and then you're going to discuss the pros and the cons. Again, everything we talk about is going to have the good. Everything's going to have the bad, and we have to decide, all right, what's more important, the pros or the cons? That'll be Tuesday, hormonal methods. Wednesday, we're going to go on, again, same note sheet, non-hormonal methods. All right, we'll go through this, and this will give us all our information that we are looking for contraception. All right, now we're going through some quite important information, things to remember. It's not fun to talk about, but if you're going to do the things that are pleasurable and enjoyable that might need some of these things, you should be able to talk about it. Because as always, it's all weird, it's all awkward, it's all uncomfortable, which is why people don't like talking about it. So keep that in mind. If you're in the position of doing any of these types of things that are going to need you to use any of these contraceptions, make sure you're able to talk about it. Make sure you're able to discuss it. If you're not, maybe you should not be participating in those activities just yet. So keep that in mind. Also, talk about it with your parents, all right? Hey, can you pass me the iced tea? We talked about contraception today in health class. Try it. See how the conversation goes from there. I know it's weird. It's awkward. I'm old and I can talk about this stuff with my parents, but I've got kids. I've grown up. When I was your age, no, I would have probably rather got hit by a train than talk about this stuff. But try it. Open up some dialogue when they ask, how's school going? What's going on? What do you talk about? These are the important things you need to be able to talk about at some point. And if you're not talking about it yet, you should hopefully be able to talk about it soon. So I'm not going to give you a whole lesson in this screencast file because it'll be 45 minutes long. So once we go back here, Thursday, what you're going to do is your assessment of learning. So this week we only have one thing for you to do. We did get some feedback that there's a lot to do. Every day you're going back in. Every day there's more stuff to do. So we're kind of trying to streamline that to help you out. Again, this is new for us. We're trying to get you the nuts and bolts and get you all the information. But we also want to try to make sure some of this stuff is sticking. So we went with one assessment for learning this week. This is your only assignment. This is the only thing I'm going to grade. So make sure you get this done. When you click on that assessment of learning, it's going to kick you out to the next screen, which will have the link in it. So once you're in here, all right, there it is. You're going to click that link right here. Once you click that link, it'll put you to a form. Again, I like forms. It gives me your name, first name, last name, and then we can go through, and this will grade itself, but I can also see if there was questions, comments, or issues with certain specific topics. And if there were, then we can try to discuss that after this week. But this is the only thing you're going to get graded on. This is the only thing you need to turn in, but you don't turn it in. Once you submit it, I'll have the answers that you've completed. As always, any questions, comments, concerns, anything you need from me, shoot an email. We're getting a lot of great information. I got a bunch of good questions from last week's stuff that I'm going to figure out how to get that information back to you. So we will go from there. Anything at all, questions, comments, concerns, shoot me an email. We're all going through the same stuff here. We're all stuck in the house. We're all not able to go out. We're trying to get work done. We're trying to get school done. We're trying to have some sort of sanity. And most of those things we do to keep ourselves sane are kind of off limits. So reach out. Let me know if anything tomorrow or today, 1 o'clock. I will put that in there. Monday, the 27th, we'll have a Google Meet. And again, 2 people come, cool. 28 people come, cool. So we'll go from there once we get everybody together, just to have a nice little check-in, see what everybody's doing. Anything at all, don't hesitate. Shoot me an email. If you know somebody else that needs help, reach out and shoot me an email and say, hey, Billy Genser needs some help. Can you reach out to him? I'm making phone calls. If you know a good way to get a hold of somebody, shoot me a phone number, shoot me an email. If you know people aren't doing things with school emails or it's easier to get a hold of them, we can always figure out a way to get help and reach out to everybody. So let me know what you need, and I will stop rambling now. So have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple hours at 1 o'clock. Have a great day.